What's up, friends? Today we're taking a look at No Thanks by Hyolyn, produced by Byomnang and The Proof, as well as Hyolyn. I was listening to a bunch of different music over the past weekend, and Hyolyn's latest album, Ice, was part of that listening experience, so I wanted to check out the music video. We'll be taking a look at this from the perspective of a producer and songwriter, so expect things to maybe get a little technical and for a lot of pauses. Let's get into it. I like the really stripped down version of this chorus. I liked the almost whispered vocals over a really bouncy bass. You notice that pitch that just like falls off every time that bass hits. And I really like the percussive pattern. It's nice and groovy. I really like that percussive sound in the background, that percussive, almost metallic sound. I also like their placement of harmonies at the end of each phrase. I love that switch up right there, going from this really rhythmic part of the verse, just completely changing up the vibe from earlier in the verse, to a very, very K-pop melody sounding lead-in to the next chorus. Her rap ambiance is such this like bad girl, like has this really nice sexual tension to it, and then the vocals just instantly just flip to the very like hyper pop focus of K-pop. Also, this music video is beautifully shot, just a lot of really interesting colors.
Yeah, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks.
I love this contrast between the first part of the chorus and the second part. You know, one part she's at the lower range of her register, and then she jumps up to the top, you know, da-da, da-da. It's also cool that like the percussion picks up too. You know, it mimics her vocal. You have a lot more high end in that percussion as she switches to a higher end of her vocal range. I really like that end of phrase on the second verse. The da 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 da. It's a nice rhythmic differentiation from what we saw before. There's a lot of that in this song, just a lot of flows and rhythms that go against what would be expected for the sonic atmosphere in which the vocals dwell. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Oh. I love that vocal filter they put on her right there. Has like a nice distortion to it. A little bit of the telephone vocals, you know, you're taking out a little bit of the high end and the low end frequencies, but not too much, you know, it's very subtle. A nice application. So you have like the intro, which is kind of half a chorus, and then the second chorus, which is after the first verse, and the third chorus, which is after the second verse here. And between the second and third chorus, we're not really seeing major differentiation. It's pretty consistent, which is an interesting choice. Something I feel like you don't see as often in K-pop, but it's functional. Okay, let's get into the bridge. I didn't like the vocals I used at the beginning of that bridge. I don't think it's like the strongest melody. It's just a bridge, so it shouldn't matter that much, but it just didn't really draw me in. But that percussive part at the end there is so brilliant. Just so many interesting sounds. They're really utilizing the outer edges of what can be done with sound and what can be done with those synths and that percussion. Very hip-hop, very R&B. Super cool. Oh. End of that bridge had so much going on. Just vocals going all over the place. Really different melodies. Really fast transitions and contrasts. Oh, that was so cool. So inspiring. It just developed and developed. Like it kept adding another layer of energy. Oh, that was good. I really dug that. Nice. Cool song. A lot of implementation of this kind of new chorus technique you're seeing in a lot of pop music, where you build, 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 and then when you get to the chorus, it chills out. I think it was most popularized by the song Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. Not my favorite Taylor Swift song, but I think this song does that same technique really, really well. We've got a really intense build, and then we cut back, and the groove is just moving, and the vocals are very in the pocket, very subtle. Everything is subtle. Great use of subtlety, percussion, solid song. It just shows what you can do by focusing on the rhythm of a piece of music. I hope my little review of this has helped in your enjoyment of Hyolyn's No Thanks. I'd love it if you would subscribe, like, comment, share. I've got an album called Giovanni that utilizes a lot of similar techniques. If you'd give that a listen, I'd be very appreciative. You can find that album right here. And that's it. Catch you on the flip.
If you want to make this a moment, I want all that you are.